Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of April 6th, the first full week of April. As always, we'll get started with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This week we have Tyrannical, Raging, Explosive, and Prideful. Again, that's Tyrannical, Raging, Explosive, and Prideful. Last week was considered a push week, probably, because of easy affixes plus Fortified. This week, a little bit different. We do have the Tyrannical. I don't mind Raging that much, although, especially without Fortified. An Explosive, since it's really being handled a lot by healers nowadays, as just like a little side project, it's really a lot easier to handle, frankly. And so it's actually not that bad of a week. I don't mind Tyrannical as much as other people do. But then again, I'm not doing plus 25s, so maybe that's why people really don't like the Tyrannical. So, but at the 15 to 18 level, Tyrannical is not too awful. So I think this is actually a pretty solid week, at least in my opinion, and for this kind of stuff that I do. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game this week. Of course, we do have the Darkmoon Fair going on for most of this week. Again, this is a great time to level alts. Reputation, maybe you already are caught up on your rep if you're doing your callings and stuff, but you can get extra reputation. Of course, the most underrated thing is the skill ups for your professions by going to the Darkmoon Fair, especially if you're like me. I have all my professions up on all my alts and stuff, and this is a good way to get the final few that can be a little bit hard to get because you don't want to spend the gold for it that you might spend on your main profession, if you're cheap like me at least. And so this is something you can do, get some free skill ups in your profession. Also, of course, mounts, pets, toys. I always promote the fair. One day, Blizzard is going to completely renovate the fair, make it even cooler, or just add on to what they already have, I should say. They don't need to renovate it or change a lot. They can just add more stuff to it. And one day they will do that, and it'll be glorious. But it's still pretty cool if you haven't done much there already. We also have Noblegarden going on. So Noblegarden is basically Easter on World of Warcraft. Of course, they're not going to call it Easter, and because that's like a religious holiday, but it starts the day after Easter always and lasts for a week, and it's just a cool little holiday. There's not a ton to do for this one, but it is one of the more neat ones, I guess. Maybe it'd be like fourth or fifth or something in my favorite of the WoW holidays. What's really cool about this holiday, though, and I mentioned this, I believe, last week, is you can actually go to Wowhead and participate in their Easter egg hunt for this. I assume I should have checked, I guess, because it would have came up today, I imagine. I assume that they're doing it. They do it every year, and it's just really cool. If they're not doing it, I'll be very disappointed. I'll probably actually go start that tonight. You basically solve like riddles and find Easter eggs on their website. It's like a scavenger hunt on their website. So like things are hidden on the website, and you find it, click it, and then you can win prizes and stuff like that. I've never won anything. I just have fun actually doing it. So you can check out that. It's not in game, but it is pretty cool. It has to do with something in the game. We do have, apparently the torghast events are already in like a rotation. We're done with all the events apparently, at least for this patch. I guess they're adding more in each patch, at least supposedly. Who knows with how far behind they are. But we have the Beast of Prodigum returning. Now, this one was not very helpful for me. I did hear some ranged players saying that it was helpful for them, especially like Cloth. So apparently, the Beast would work more like a hunter pet for them. As a melee, I didn't really notice it doing anything for me, except for just kind of getting in my way and soaking up anima powers. So I probably won't be doing this one for me personally. But like I said, some people said they kind of liked it. So the events make torghast easier by any stretch either way. So it's always a good time to do stuff during an event just because of that. It's just easier to do. We also have Timewalking going on for Burning Crusade, which means you can do like the Dark Temple or whatever, or Black Temple, and you can do Timewalking if you like. Something interesting is I never realized, I didn't put it together because we haven't been going back to the Caverns of Time for quite a while to do like instances and raids there. I do think that's probably going to change here soon because it just dawned on me that Enzoth is like teamed up with Mirazad or whatever, the Infinite Dragonflight Master, and so I've gained a little bit more respect for Time Walking again now that I realize that it is like it's almost existing just to kind of remind us that hey, this whole Time Walking thing exists inside the Caverns of Time, even though we haven't been there in forever. So it is something to think about there. other than that, there's not a lot going on. Just a little stuff there. As far as me, we got some good progression on Stone Legion Generals. I don't imagine that'll go down this week or even next week, but hopefully, maybe within a month or so, we will be on Sire Denathrius and then get Cutting Edge and kind of take a break from raiding to some degree until the 9.1 finally does end up dropping. I am doing. There was no WoW esports this past weekend. I am doing another little thing. There's so many negative World of Warcraft videos out there that I'm just going to do. There's like 5 to 7 things about World of Warcraft that I really enjoy and love and still love, and like I loved when they first started playing, and I still love it now. And so I'm going to do just a series of positive videos about World of Warcraft, just about things that I like. And I'm not like covering anything up, like whitewashing anything. I realize there's bad stuff with the game. I always are going to mention those in my other videos. But I think it's nice to take some time out to say some positive things about the game. So I'm going to be putting out some more positive videos slowly over time or like maybe one a week or something of things that I really enjoy about the game. So the one that will come out before this video will be like exploration. So I definitely encourage you to check that out because it's the one that I'm most passionate about probably. And and maybe you can find something new to love about the game as well. So that's about it for this video. As always, I do ask you to subscribe to the channel because that helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.